Hello and welcome to McClendon Studios, Random Thoughts and Observations. I'm your host, David E. McClendon Sr., and this is my little grandson, Toothless. And today we're going to talk to you about the bowling man. Toothless is going to sit over here, just off camera, and listen to the story as well. Many years ago, my father was just getting started in sales for National Cash Register, NCR, and he went to call on this one gentleman who was the owner of quite a few stores that would be using cash registers, and he went to talk to the guy and ask him about getting together and discussing cash registers. And the guy, he worked hard all the time, but he really wanted to go bowling. He hadn't gone bowling in a while, and he hadn't had anybody to go bowling with him, and who wants to go bowling by themselves? So the guy talked Papa Bruce into going bowling, and Papa Bruce said, yeah, we'll go bowling, I'll pay for it. So they went to the bowling alley, and back then, I don't know if they do it now, but back then the bowling alley had people that would come and serve you beer and snacks and stuff at the, sitting there at the bowling alley while you're bowling. And the guy bowled and he drank beer, and he bowled and he drank beer, and he bowled and he drank beer. And along the way, he had decided to buy a huge order of cash registers. And he signed it right then and there, this huge order for cash registers. In fact, the largest order my father had sold up until that point in time. And Papa Bruce realized that the guy was inebriated. And he tried to talk to him about the order that he placed, and the guy was like, no, go ahead. And again, he had signed the contract, and back then, the legal climate was a little bit different. The fact that he signed it while intoxicated wouldn't have been a recourse in legal matters. He couldn't have said, well, I was drunk at the time. But nowadays it's different. Now, my pop had this signed contract in his hands, and all he had to do was drop it in the mail, and it would have been completely legally binding. The guy would have had to have gone and made the purchase. But Papa Bruce got to thinking better of it, and he said, you know, it's just not right to take advantage of a person that way. He wanted to go bowling, but while he was off bowling, he got a little bit inebriated. So the next day, Papa Bruce went to the guy's office bright and early and talked to him, and he said, you know, I understand that you're legally obligated to this contract, but we need to discuss this. And so they sat down and came to terms for a much smaller order. And the guy was very appreciative that Papa Bruce didn't take advantage of him that way. He was completely out of his element drinking that much. He didn't normally drink. And it just got enjoying the evening, and he got a little inebriated and didn't realize how intoxicated he was when he signed the contract. Well, to make a short story long, as I am often guilty of doing, this guy got so trusting of my father, he decided that my father was not going to take advantage of him, because he could have taken advantage of him on this early sale, that my father never had to call on him again. Whenever he opened another store, he sent a purchase order to Papa Bruce to go ahead and buy the cash registers, which meant Papa Bruce got the cash register order for that store. And any and all material that they needed, whether it's ribbons or ink for cash registers or paper or different labeling systems or communication systems, NCR did it all. And this guy would just send a purchase order to Papa Bruce. And from time to time he'd call Papa and say, what you got that could do so-and-so? And Papa Bruce would look over, and he'd over the types of things they offered and tell him what he had. And they never had to lay eyes on one another again, although they did from time to time. Papa Bruce would call on him just to see how things were going. And so for many years, Papa didn't have to sell himself on the guy. He just had to go in and see what the guy needed, and there was no high-pressure sales. It was nothing of the sort. Just the guy said, I need some registers for such and such. I need a new register for such and such. And Papa Bruce would send him the one that was appropriate to his needs. Now, in a related incident, which I'll tell you about here in another post, this worked out to be very good for my father. It was a very good account for him. And so doing the right thing paid off. That's the story of the bowling man. And if you have any questions or comments, send us an email to gindysvideos at gmail.com. That's GINDYSVIDEOS at gmail.com. Drop us a note, tell Toothless hi, and let us know how things are going. If you like this vlog, then go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Or if you'd like, please follow us on the regular blog at Random Thoughts and Observations at Blogspot. And we thank you very much. You have a great day. This is a Federal Trade Commission required notice. When you click on an advertisement that is displayed with this video, or just before it, we receive a small commission. Sometimes, if you merely watch an ad, we receive commission. If you purchase anything by clicking on links on any of our websites, we receive a commission as well. McClendon Studios is a participant in the Amazon Services LLC Associates Program, an affiliate advertising program designed to provide a means for sites to earn advertising fees by advertising and linking to Amazon.